Mikey here from the crochetcrowd.com. So I'm just going to technically finish my project. So say you're done your Afghan and it's the very end and you want to secure in the last one. So we've had different videos on how to hide in your tails. Now the very final time that you do a project, you're going to finish off all the way just like this. So I've shown you in other videos that I weave in edges or like stitches strands into the stitches. For the final area, you don't want that. You don't want that appearing on the outside of your Afghan. So you're just going to pull through like so. You want to grab a darning needle to finish off your final project. If you've been watching me do tutorials for the last, I think a couple of years, I had a friend show me this and I was like so blown away by it because I realized I hadn't been doing this for years because I'd always have my tails falling out on the edge of a Afghan. So you're just going to put a darning needle in and you're just going to sink it down into the project, and you want a nice pointy darning needle so that it can just slide itself into the fibers without really pushing anything around. And you have to be very careful in this first one is that you don't over tighten it, because if you over tighten it, it'll deform your project. So then you want to go back in the same direction from which you just came, but you want to sink somewhere slightly different. So going into a different set of fibers, going backward. Okay, your project can never stretch 3 ways at one time, so this is a great way. So you have to go one more time, again going into a slightly different area from which you were just in, and you want to make sure that you don't ever come out on the top of this strings up here, because then you'll kind of ruin the outline of your Afghan. So once you go in 3 times, you are just going to simply just trim off your yarn, and you will never have the yarn falling out on an edge of any of your projects. And that's what I would recommend for those kind of things.